Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah in Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest reality TV gossip. And of course, Jeff Lewis today. Do not forget that I think Chef Stu is going to join us any minute now. So he's going to be coming on Instagram. So if you want to see Chef Stu, head over to my Instagram at Jeff Lewis Obsessed, or if you follow Jeff Lewis, if you follow Chef Stu, it will pop up on his Instagram whenever he comes on also. So hope you're having an amazing day. I'm going to go over a little bit of what we're talking about, but I am going to wait to get into it all because I am trying to watch Instagram to let me know whenever Chef Stu pops in any second now. Of course, he just announced maybe a couple of hours ago that Gina Kirstenheimer, I'm not even saying her name right. Anyway, she is going to join Emily at the happy hour part, which is the evening part of this Saturday in LA. So if you don't know what we're talking about, stay tuned because we'll be talking about it. But check Chef Stu's Instagram, check mine, check Meet Amy Phillips. It's such a fun event coming up Saturday in Hollywood. I hope you can come. Get your tickets. There's a code Amy, realitybiteslive.com. And as soon as Chef Stu comes on, we'll be chatting about it with him. I kind of want to ask him what he's going to wear. Like he seems to plan out his outfits and pack a little more meticulously than Jeff does. So I don't know. I'm curious. I'm also curious what he thinks girls should wear. Like maybe he'll tell us because at this point I'm thinking a dress for the afternoon, the brunch one, and then maybe pants, maybe jeans. I'm not sure, like a boot. It's kind of fall. It's been kind of rainy in LA. So I don't know. If you have any tips, please send them to me. Tell me in comments what I should wear. While we're waiting, also, make sure you follow me. Make sure you subscribe to me. All my social media is under Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Everything goes up as a replay of Reality Water Cooler, except for TikTok. TikTok is the only one that it's just live. You either see it or you don't. So anyways, I think a lot of you are on Instagram. So let's see if Stu is on yet. He should be coming on any minute now. Also in shout out news, we're going to touch on a little bit of Britney Spears. I guess the police came last night to do a welfare check on her. We're going to chat about Juicy Scoop and I guess some comments being deleted. Maybe that's normal. I'm not sure. I also want to chat a little bit about, since the Jeff Lewis video comes on after we talk each night, I did see, I think either it was the after show or the commercial break number 2, whenever Krista and Justin were on yesterday, that they were kind of talking about Heather and if they thought she'd put out an emergency Patreon or not. And I think it's just what we suspected. I think Jeff and them decided just not talk about it, not give her any content to discuss it all, right? And that's exactly what they did. But they definitely talked about them trying to get this camera just right. Anyways, we'll tell you when he arrives. Exactly. We're also going to talk about a little bit about Kim Zolciak. I guess she's out, which I'm sort of wondering, this show that she was recording, the Surreal Life, I wonder if that means she got kicked off. Here is Chef Stu. Shout out. Let me see if I can invite him on real quick. If you're not following Chef Stu, make sure you are. I was watching him cook for the family that he works for yesterday. It was so cute. He's making like zucchini and this little salad. It looks so good. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How's the weather in LA for this upcoming event on Saturday?
Is it good weather on Saturday?
I don't know. It's been kind of raining. Is it going to stop or the sky's going to clear up?
No rain. I haven't seen one drop of rain.
Oh, good. Okay. Maybe everybody's telling me wrong.
No rain.
I am so excited that y'all announced that Gina is going to come on. So it'll be Gina and Emily for the happy hour one?
Happy hour. And then you got like Megan, Doug, you got Kristen, Tate. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Oh my gosh. I cannot wait. Doug Budin just joined the Instagram Live. Shout out Doug Budin. We'll be talking about your Cook Kibbitz with Amy Phillips later tonight. So you are going to have your cookbook for sale, right? And I think some other merch maybe.
Cooking boards and like wine glasses and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of work on it. It's really great. So like, it's nice that like he was like, hey, I want you and Amy to do this event. We'll get some house wines. I'm like, okay, great. I'm like, it's all you. Do not come near me with anything else. just because it's like I wouldn't be able to put it all together myself. So he's like, no, I just want you to turn up, do cooking demos with Amy, have fun with the housewives, some Q&As, great food, and like, you know, and just like meet and greet and hang out. Like, it's just this like giant like VIP hangout. And then Amy's going to be doing her bits as well. And I mean, I've seen kind of the breakdown. I mean, he's like, I'm going to be laughing my ass off. So I don't know about you guys, but it looks it's going to be pretty fun. And then I'm going to do kind of like this secret. And at the very end of each event, like this kind of secret recipe that everybody gets to go home with. Like something for winter, something proper to do, something cool.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And like, it's like I'm coming up with ideas all the time as days go on, you know? And, but yeah, everything seems to be in place. Like, I'm excited now. I went to see the space, and the space is going to be, that's another great surprise. Like, the space is going to be where Emily took her daughter with that photo shoot.
Oh, when because she's a model now, her little girl.
Yes. So Emily knows Jake, who owns the studio and all that stuff. So the space is going to be in the studio. So there's going to be lighting, and I think Ross was showing me there's this kind of like, I think like an upgrade thing where it's like you can win and do a confessional.
Oh my God. Life.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that.
So he's figuring that out too, but I think that's what's going to happen because they have all these rooms, all these different like studio stuff and equipment, so they're able to do these fun things.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another thing. What else? It's going to be like 2 cooking demos. Amy's going to be doing her bits. Yeah, like the drinks are going to be there. So the drinks are going to be from the cookbooks with Senoritas, with Bloody Marys. It's going to be, I think, like a champagne reception at the beginning. Like, so it's planned out. It's going to be really nice. Yeah.
I love it. It sounds so fun. I will be putting as much content as I can on my Instagram. So make sure you're following me at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. It is going to be so fun. I'm so excited for you and Amy. What's the website again to get the tickets?
Website is tastybylive.com. The address is up now on the location on the website. If you want to go there, if you have tickets already, you can find it there. It's in West Hollywood. Actually, it's actually like 2 minutes from my apartment, which is pretty funny. Like, I know.
I love it.
Which is great. Like in between like the brunch, I'll just go over and have a nap and then get up and just go right back. But
I love that.
Yeah, I think if there are any other questions, like DM me, we'll try and answer them for you. If I can't answer them, I'll pass them up to Ross, so he'll be able to answer them for you guys. And yeah, it's going to be fun.
So everyone wants to know if you're going to come to take this to New York City or the East Coast eventually.
Okay, so this is the pilot version. This is like...
Is that Milo? Can you pick him up and show us?
Come here.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh.
See, he needs a little trim because he really hears.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, so do you know what you're going to wear? Do you have your outfit planned out? A dark colored shirt so your sweat stains? Uh-huh. Right. That's so good. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
I can't be everywhere. I can't do it all.
Just meeting you and Amy and Megan and Doug, all the Bravo celebrities, hot Brandon, the bartender. It's going to be amazing. Chef Stu. My friend Donna has a question. What should the guests wear for the evening happy hour? Like, how dressy do you expect people to be? Okay. Okay. Oh my God, I cannot wait. Somebody said, will Jeff be there?
I'm not saying anything because I don't know, and like,
Oh my goodness.
I'm guessing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, the big beach house there.
Oh my gosh. Well, I cannot wait. I am so excited. If you haven't gotten your tickets already, go to realitybiteslive.com, code Amy, AMY, for an additional 20% off. There's a 12 to 3 brunch event.
Yeah.
Then there's also a 6 to 9 p.m. evening event, or the bundle ticket like I bought to save a little money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Have an amazing day. Bye, Chef Stu. Oh my gosh. That is going to be so fun, y'all. Okay. Let me see if I can get my camera back again. Okay. And if you can't join for that event, I think some of us chumpettes are going to meet for breakfast on Saturday morning at Sight Glass. After the event, I think some of us are going to go out in West Hollywood, probably Schwartz and Sandy's, a little quick by, a little rendezvous at High Top. So make plans to join us if you haven't already. The easiest way to get the information on that is join the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group, because that's where I've got like a thread or an event there with all the information, or send me a DM on Instagram. That is the easiest way to get me at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Oh my gosh, Doug Budin bought a badge. I mean, speaking of Doug Budin, let's see if he can pop in for a hot second. Hold on, because I do want to chat about his exciting Cook Kibbitz tonight, because he's going to have Amy Phillips on tonight. I don't think Amy Phillips has been on a Cook Kibbitz yet, so I'm so excited for that. If you don't watch Doug Budin's Cook Kibbitz, it's on at 5 o'clock Thursdays, 5 p.m. Pacific at Doug Budin's Instagram. So, and also the replay goes up immediately. Hi, Doug. Yes. How are you? I saw the beautiful flowers you got because Amy's coming tonight. Oh, they're just beautiful. They do look fancy. I love that, Doug. You really know a little bit about a lot of things. Well, you speak Chinese and I don't speak Chinese, so that's impressive. I love it. Is your mom still visiting, or does she fly home to New York? Okay. Now, do you clean for your mom, or do you just kind of like, it's my mom? Well, we cannot wait. It's going to be so fun. 5 o'clock Pacific. But make sure you're watching Doug Budin, and then the replay goes up if you can't watch live. I will see you on Saturday at the event. I'm so excited. Bye, Doug. He's amazing. Okay, I got you off. Okay. That's so fun. So fun. It is so fun when the chumps are able to join in on Instagram Live, for sure. Okay, let's get started with the shout out news of it all today. So Britney Spears, the other day, she had posted another one of her videos, but this time she had real knives. dancing with her, even though she says they were fake Halloween knives. When she clanked those suckers together, there is no doubt about those were real knives. But what got the police involved is somebody called the police and asked for a welfare check, and they determined it wasn't just a fan, because I'm sure celebrities can get nosy in everyone's business and ask for that. This apparently was somebody that really knows Britney, and maybe, her inner circle, maybe staff, maybe friends, maybe family. So they thought it was legitimate. But don't forget, the police also checked on her in just January. So January, the police checked on her, said that everything was okay. And now in September again, they're checking on her again. So we wish the best for Britney Spears. Not really sure what's going on there. She does have a book coming out in about a month, I think. So I'm kind of curious how in depth this book goes, like how raw and honest this book is, right? Oh my gosh, I forgot that I had comments up. Okay. Trying to get all my stuff going with the live for sure. If you just joined because you got notified that Doug Budin went live or Chef Stu went live, I am a fan account of Jeff Lewis Obsessed. We chat reality TV, Jeff Lewis, every weekday at 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern time on all social media platforms. And then it all goes up as a replay or everywhere you get your podcast. And when I say everywhere, y'all, I mean today, I mean everywhere. It is finally up as a video and audio on Spotify. It's up on Apple. It's up on Amazon. And I think later today, it's going to be up on iHeartRadio. So literally anywhere. Please, please, please make sure you give a rating, give a 5-star rating and review. It would be really appreciated. Okay. So we hope that everything is going okay with Britney Spears. One thing we forgot to talk about the other day, it came out that her mom, Lynn, is actually so low on money that she is substitute teaching. Y'all, if you don't know about substitute teaching, most places it pays between like $85 and $115 a day. It's not a lot. So it really pains me. I don't feel there's a lot of controversy about it, right? Apparently her mom was a big stage mom, as they call it, probably the first, Kris Kardashian of her kid. But still, she's her mom. Like, you wouldn't like to see that your mom, whenever you've got bukus of money, it's kind of reminding me of the opposite with Tori Spelling apparently struggling and her mom, Candy, having ass tons of money. And maybe there's a reason they're not helping them. Like I said, Dr. Phil always says you can't solve money problems with money, right? So maybe that's not the way to solve it, but it does make me sad that anyone's mom, with Britney Spears and how famous she's been for so long, has so much money probably, and probably could help her mom out financially. And I thought things were going better with them because I thought Britney put out a thing the other day, something about her mom, but I might be forgetting. I definitely know that Tori Spelling, as we talked about, put out like a happy birthday, mommy, so she's at least on Instagram saying that she's in good graces with her mom, Candy Spelling. Okay. The latest juicy scoop came out today. I do watch it on YouTube, so I haven't finished it all yet. But if you watch the Jeff Lewis video yesterday, you do see on a commercial break where Krista and Justin Martindale and Jeff were talking about basically if they thought that a Patreon would be put out by Heather McDonald. And they basically said no, because we're really not giving her anything to talk about. So even though they didn't choose to talk about Heather McDonald, we know that it was fresh on their minds for sure. Heather McDonald, y'all were sending me notes this morning because there was quite a few negative comments that I saw underneath her YouTube Juicy Scoop about like that she's changed. We're big Juicy Scoop fans. A lot of my friends are. Later, all of those were either deleted or all the really nice comments were overloading them. So I don't know what it is, but everyone does tell me that Heather McDonald is very much in her comments on all of her social media and her Patreon. And she has definitely been known to delete things. So I don't know. I mean, at some point, I guess she's in control of her social media. She can decide to delete or not delete. So I guess that is on her for sure. Kim Zolciak, I guess she's home from filming the Surreal Life. She's made some videos. She has a picture. It's probably still up on her Instagram, Kim Zolciak Bierman. It's from far away, but if you look up close, it actually is Croy either coaching their son at football or helping out something. He is so thin. I almost didn't recognize him. So, but it is Croy. If you look at this up close picture of him, it's kind of crazy. But in it, she says something like, I love him so much. It's something where I couldn't tell. Is she talking about her husband, Croy? Because as we know, she's really not wanting this divorce to go through. Or was she talking about her son that was playing the football? So I don't really know. Also, don't know, does this mean she got kicked out of the Surreal Life? Is that how that game works? I don't really remember that TV show. But we know that MJ is there, and she was apparently going to be there for so long that she was not invited to the Hollywood, I keep saying Hollywood, Universal Horror Nights. That is a hard word to say. They were talking about this on the after show today, because she is filming that. So who knows? Also, Anthony Anderson has been busy because he was the first person kicked off on last night's Masked Singer. He wasn't that great of a singer, but you don't really have to be that great of a singer. People are saying that Tom Sandoval is definitely still one of the participants. We don't know for sure, but if you listen to his voice, somebody sent me a clip. It is definitely, I saw him in concert in Houston in May, right up close in front with my friends. I definitely know his voice. I'm absolutely sure it's Tom Sandoval there. And he just announced this podcast yesterday. He is not, even though his ex Ariana is getting lots of attention from Dancing with the Stars, he is not going to let that happen, right? He is going to keep his name in the papers, keep the money coming in. So he does have a podcast coming out. I'm forgetting the name of it. So, Tom is talking, or everyone's talking about Tom, something like that. I don't remember what it was. Okay, I'm missing all your comments. Sorry. Oh, Joyce. Oh, probably right. Candy giving Tori money would be like flushing it down the toilet. She can't handle money responsibly. I've definitely heard that, and I think she has definitely tried to help her in the past. We now know, somehow it came out that even Josh Flagg, who's a realtor and a really good friend of Candy's, he either offered or he let Tori and the kids come and live in one of his houses, and then I guess she moved out. So everybody loves Tom is the name of his podcast. Tell me in comments, are you going to listen? Are you going to at least listen for the first episode? Like, I'll totally listen to one episode. That's what I did with Stassi's first episode. And actually, it's really good. I just don't make enough time to listen to it. But Stassi's podcast is actually really good. So I'll take a listen to it for sure. For sure. Okay, so last night, season finale of OC. Did you like it? Was it everything you thought it would be? I was very surprised, very impressed, and I will have to tell her in person Saturday, now that I'm going to meet her again, Gina, at putting together this, what they call it, the circus. What did they call it? It wasn't called that. The circus party, they called it. Whose costume did you like the best? So Emily was dressed up as Popcorn. I love the little popcorn on her boobs. I thought it was super cute on her. Heather Dubrow was a tamer, a dolphin tamer or something. We're not really sure. Then she said she was an aerialist or whatever. I don't know. Shannon Bedore looked like the costume she'd worn before. When she puts that hat on and she was a pirate before, it looked like that. But she was actually dressed up as something else. I don't even remember what her costume was. What was her? Kind of like a lion tamer maybe. Then there was a couple of lions. Jen, the new girl, was dressed as a lion. It was kind of a hot lion, so it wasn't bad. What else was everybody? I'm forgetting everyone, but tell me in comments what you think. It was called The Freak Show. And it should have been The Undertaker's Daughter because of the fighting that went on, right? Oh my God. Oh, she was a fortune teller. That makes sense because she's really into that stuff. MJ is not. No, MJ was filming the Surreal Life in Colombia. Yeah, she's not on Traders unless no, she's on the Surreal Life. I think it's even announced. And she's definitely in Colombia. Wait, am I wrong? Wait. Oh my God, now I'm so confused. Am I thinking of Kim Zolciak? Yes, I'm thinking of Kim Zolciak. I'm so wrong. Oh my God, I'm so wrong. Okay, so I remembered that Tamara had her son, Ryan, very young. I don't think I realized she was 18 years old, y'all. So I think she was only married for a couple of years. Clearly Ryan is a grown-ass adult now. That's crazy though. As much as Tamara was a wild animal last night, also, I want to know, I was so confused, and I hate being confused about this because I could not tell if I wanted to believe that Heather Dubrow said that the cast was losers or that Tamara said that the cast were losers. I couldn't figure it out. They were even playing. MJ is definitely on Traitors 2 in Scotland. Okay, so I had that wrong. I literally had it in my brain. MJ is with Tamara on Traitors. Okay. And I think I talked about this and I literally forgot, like literally so much in this tiny little brain, right? So much, so much, so much. Okay. So Shannon had a rough episode last night. I think looking back on it, it's kind of hard to see with now what we know went on, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago with her DUI arrest. Lots of talk about, how sad she's going to be whenever her daughters go away to college. Now that's already happened. So fast forward, and now we're probably about 2 to 3 months that her, two oldest daughters have been, or her two youngest daughters, the twins have been away at college. The oldest one is already done. I think she already graduated, or she's going to graduate from Baylor soon, and probably move to Dallas, maybe with her boyfriend, it said. But I don't know. I could just kind of see, we now know that she and John broke up with her right after the filming of this. So if yesterday, the filming of it anyways, was the finale, we now can see through those eyes that he just kind of wasn't into it. Like it wasn't your romantic date. But they're very clear that she's been focused on her daughters. I don't think she ever made a whole lot of time for John. But it also sounds like John didn't want her spending the night. So they never officially lived together, and they've been together now like 3.5 years. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that, right? But clearly we know now since, I don't know, March or so, April, I forget, they've definitely been very public with each other, although she keeps denying they're back together. Clearly something's going on with them, right? Yeah. And somebody asked me that too. LA Sisters Closet. Shannon has lost lots of monthly money from David since all the kids are over 18. So I was wondering, tell me if you've been through this with divorce or custody of your kids. When you divorce, is that put in? Do they decide at the time of the divorce if both parties, the mom and dad, are going to pay and split the college expenses? Because I don't know how that works, but it sounds like, especially last night, Shannon mentioned, this colonic, and we'll talk about that in a second, this colonic product that she's invented with her and Dr. Moon, that she needs to make money off in as many products as she can. So I don't think Real for Real gives her all that much money. I did buy the little tincture when it first came out. My girlfriends and I tried it. It tasted kind of like a peppery lemon liquid. And I guess that's what it was supposed to be. But did it really do anything for us? I don't really know. So somebody says you have to put that in the divorce papers. So I remember when their divorce came out, I think she signed an agreement that she can't talk about the details, but I think she chose the lump sum of money versus a monthly custody money, right? So that's crazy to me. David, and also Shannon comes from a lot of money. So I kind of wonder if her dad or mom doesn't pay for her kids' colleges. I don't know. But I also know that they had a lot of money. I don't feel like David should cut off paying for college or make her pay for it all. Or if she really got plenty of money in that divorce settlement, should she even be whining about like paying? Oh, shout out. Thank you for the cowgirl hat. Woo woo. Should she be even complaining about having to pay for the 3 daughters' college? Also, I don't know what they make on Housewives of OC or any of those shows, but they make decent money. If anything close to what they said Ariana Madix was paid for season 10 before all the drama even came out, and I'm not even sure I believe that. That's a crap ton of money. I'm not even sure that was true. What do y'all think? Somebody says, just your parents have money that you have money. Yeah. But a lot of people, because people tell me that their parents are paying for their kids' college. I'm like, wow, I didn't get that deal, but that's a great deal if you can get it for sure, right? Shannon is living a very extravagant, hold on, it didn't show up. Shannon is living a very extravagant lifestyle and giving the same to her daughters. And I'm not opposed to that. I think when you are raised with money, when you when she and David had money and they built his business up, I think together, his construction business. So I think she was owed that. And they were married 20-ish years or so. So I don't know. Krista says David Bador was not super rich. Oh my God, they lived in a very expensive house when they first got married. I mean, unless they were in debt, I would consider that super rich for sure. Okay, I did think the poop of Jen and Tamara, like practically probably peeing herself on the floor at her house with this colonic, was a little bit much. It really wasn't my thing. They seemed to have a good time with that. Where they didn't have a good time was the party. Heather again ends the party, or ends the season, I should say, pretty much fighting with everyone. Later last night, she was on Watch What Happens Live with actually her really good friend, Jenny McCarthy. And I don't think I realized they were such good friends for like 30 years. Like before Heather Dubrow even met Terry Dubrow, she told Jenny about it. Like, hey, I'm going on a date with a plastic surgeon. And Jenny was like, oh my God, good for you. I loved it though. I loved how supportive they were of each other. I love the story that Heather Dubrow told about being on the red carpet one time of that show, Jenny. And Jenny was the guest. She was the main person on that show, but she waited for Heather and held her hand and walked through the red carpet and invited her to everyone. I thought it was so great. Wait, why does Fergalicious say that Jenny is so rude? Oh my God, tell me more. I don't know anything about Jenny being rude. I definitely remember years ago her being on the Oprah Winfrey Show and talking about vaccinations and her son having autism and the tie-in to that. I do not know if she has made a statement about anything different about that, if she still believes in that. I don't know. Clearly, vaccinations and potential side effects, especially autism, is a huge hot button. So I don't know. What else? Taylor was so drunk, and it made me think a lot about her recent drunk interview, if you want to call it that, coming outside of Craig's, but also the fact that Shannon just got a DUI. And we know that Shannon and Taylor have become fast friends all of a sudden. So the night before, for Chef Stu, speaking of Chef Stu, his birthday, September 15th, Jeff and Stu went down to Newport and actually went out to dinner and then out to like not the Oak Room, whatever it was called, some other bar afterwards, and hung out. But Jeff has also said it doesn't take very much for Taylor to get like affected by the martinis because she's so slender and doesn't eat a whole lot. So she tends to get drunk fast for sure. Oh, Jenny's son has a job on The Masked Singer. I mean, that tracks. Nepotism. I mean, I don't know. The Elks Club, yes. Jenny's the original, or she's one of the original host of The Masked Singer. So I don't know. Kind of makes sense that her son has a job. Oh my God, Dana Maria, Jenny's story on Oprah scared the crap out of me. Me too, because my kids were young and they were still getting vaccines for stuff. So yeah, it was terrifying. And no offense, but anytime someone's on Oprah or a celebrity says something, yeah, you're a little more what have you. Okay, so the season's over. Next week, the season finale, the season what do you call it? Not the finale. The reunion comes on next week. So I don't even know if they've mentioned, will it be 1 episode or 2 or 3? They always want a lot because they get more based on how many episodes of the reunions there are. So they want that money, right? I just don't think enough happened on the season. I don't know. And I don't want to say I feel sorry for Heather Dubrow because I don't think anyone needs to feel sorry for her. I think she's doing just fine as she is. But even based on her Watch What Happens Live last night, she makes it very clear she is not done being a housewife. Like some question came up and she was like, oh, no, I'm not done with that. Like I'm back on Housewives. Love it. If you didn't see it, go watch, because Ramona Singer comes out in a masked housewife situation and she's got a costume on and then she sits on Andy Cohen's lap. It was actually really cute. Okay, let's get started with today's Jeff Lewis Live. Hot and sexy Josh Duhamel. Oh my gosh. Megan Weaver was looking so hot. You know, she got up extra early. She probably had glam squad at her house so she would look her best for Josh. She has had the hots for him for months. She is lucky enough to be the lead designer on his project for Hollywood House Lift season 2. I cannot wait to see. I feel like I don't know his TV shows very much. He does have this reality shows that comes on tonight on CBS, Buddy Games. So that does sound pretty interesting because it's a little bit of a reality thing. But I don't know his other shows. I don't really know him. I know he was on All My Children. I don't really know the other shows he's on. Clearly, Megan loves him, and I'm here for it. But he is married to Audra, who is 21 years younger than him. She's pregnant with their first kid. He's very famous for being married to Fergie. Jeff did try to bring up Fergie, and I don't know. I think he was just like, that's in the past. But I'm assuming his current wife, Audra, doesn't exactly want him talking about his ex-wife all the time, right? I mean, I don't know. But I love that they have this lake. Was it like not Mississippi, Minnesota or Wisconsin somewhere? They're from North Dakota, but something about that. What are y'all talking about? Vegas. Yes, Dana Marie. I want to know more. Megan looked gorgeous, Sheila says. She did. You know, my favorite picture of Megan, though, is when they were in Las Vegas and she had the hair slicked back and she had that white blazer on and like a black bustier underneath it. Oh my God. She is so hot. I love her so much. And I get to see her Saturday. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, Jeff is still into the punishment thing, and he asked Josh Duhamel, look, I know you probably don't, but if you make Audra mad, what does she do to punish you? And he said, she makes us talk it out. I think that is every straight guy's worst nightmare, to have to actually talk to their spouse or partner about an issue. And Josh didn't sound happy about it, but apparently she's very hot and he's super in love with her. They just got married. I think, didn't they just get married? I looked it up. I know he and Fergie were married for 10 years, but now I can't remember. Also, I'm curious if he had any idea the inside joke of Michael from the Dance Academy. Now, I don't like to ruin the surprise, but I think a lot of us OG Jeff Lewis Live listeners know exactly who Michael from the Dance Academy is. And today, he really sounded different. Like, it really threw me. I didn't even know that that's who it was. But then they ask if they talk about the band nerd thing again. This also came up during one of the commercial breaks yesterday, and that's why they ended up talking about it, because Oscar on the commercial breaks asked Krista and Justin, were y'all in the band in high school? And immediately Justin was like, no. And Krista was like, ew. So it was actually kind of funny. He was not in the band though, but I think he wants his son to play trumpet or something. Is that what he said? Oh my God. Krista said, Megan is so beautiful. And Jeff treats her like a troll, mocks her looks. It hurts my heart. I mean, I do think they have a brother-sister kind of teasing relationship. Clearly, Jeff has crossed the line a few times and had to apologize to her. Oh, I love that. Lady Grace said she's a proud band mom here. Raquel says, I ice my partner out. No looky, no likey, and definitely no touchy. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Anyways, so dull. I love that. Band nerds sitting in class, cool in high school. They sound like insecure losers. Oh my God. Hilarious. Okay. So, what'd you think of Josh Duhamel? Do you think he's hot? Like, he doesn't exactly do it for me, but he's super cute. What I'm here for is I love how much Megan is so into wanting to do anything and everything. Like Jeff definitely always teases Megan about kind of being a little bit lazy and like not being organized and being on top of her projects. And then he's like, oh, but if it's anything for Josh and Josh is going to be at the house, she's like, I'll be there. But I also love that they're neighbors. They live across the freeway for each other. So, you know, Megan's like, oh, I'm on it. I'm there. He's got something installed. If he's going to be there, I'm there. Josh, he has aged well. How old is he? Oh, they actually said, wait, okay, I can't do math. She's 29, he's 21 years old, or 50. I think they said he's 50 years old. I can't remember. Okay, what'd you think of the Jeff Lewis after show? Today was Zach Noe Towers and Amanda McCants. I didn't love them together. I didn't. It was her for me. And I don't mean to say that because it does sound mean, but it just wasn't, she wasn't doing it for me today. I love Zach Noe Towers. If you're in the Houston area, he is coming October 26th. We've got a good group of Jeff Lewis chumpettes going together to see him. So I can't wait for that. Send me a DM or join the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group if you want to get in on that. They talked about spray tans. He said he's had one. I have never had a spray tan. Like, tell me if you've ever had a spray tan. Is it more normal to get one than not? Because I feel like it's just now like trickling down. I feel like the celebrities, the famous people, the models, you know, anyone doing like a magazine would get one. But now I feel like the normies are starting to get them for like vacation. And clearly Jeff talking about it, I'm sure makes a lot of people sign up for a spray tan, right? It's just not my thing. I think it would be, I would worry about it getting on sheets and my clothes. And if it wasn't smooth or if it wasn't even, it's not my thing for sure. Oh, I love that, Jennifer. You should wear blue every day. It really brings out your eyes. Just beautiful. Thank you. I don't know if I'd want to wear blue every day, but I do like the color. Thank you. Oh my God, Krista says, scared of the after show. Amanda and Zach can be trashy. They really weren't. I mean, it was kind of sweet because they were actually talking about relationships. Amanda definitely, she said she doesn't want to be married right now, but she definitely wants to be in a relationship. She talks about being proposed to and kind of dreams about that. Zach is very clear. I do not want a relationship, but I respect what he said. He's like, I get all those romantic feelings out for like 1 to 4 hours with a guy, but he says all my other emotions are through like my family and friends. So I don't know. I don't not respect that at all. And I think if it's working for him, that's truly what I care about, right? Like, I don't think you have to be in a relationship or be married just because everyone expects you to be, for sure. Let me see. Carney and Pej had the best show this week. I've heard that a lot. I've heard a lot of you liked Pej and Carney together. Yeah. Amanda talked about her boobs for like an hour. So she does like to talk about her boobs because they're natural. I just felt like some of the things, I know she's a comedian. She was, you know, Zach was getting a lot of phone calls. He even got a phone call that totally raved about his after hours with Zach Noe Towers interview with Jeff Lewis live with Jeff Lewis. If you have not found that already on the SiriusXM app, run, don't walk to go listen to it. You will die. It was so good for sure. But somebody called in to compliment him. But before that, Amanda was like, yeah, I mean, I've got fans. I'm just waiting on them to call in. I don't know. I just didn't love it. I didn't feel like they had a good rapport. And there was a lot of things, even I know it was a slip up. She called him the wrong name at one point, called him like Jack or something instead of Zach. So I don't know. I think I like people better together. I just don't think they were vibing for me for sure. He just hasn't met his person. Someone said, oh, I love that. Krista says, Pej is adorable. Oh, Krista has, okay, you've gotten spray tans for years. Oh my gosh, it is already 44 minutes. Okay, so we are going to wrap it up very soon. Thank you so much for joining live. It is way more fun. It's pretty much live on every social media platform. Everything is under Jeff Lewis Obsessed. The replays go up instantly everywhere also, and it's available as a podcast almost wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and then tonight, I think, or tomorrow, it'll be up on iHeartRadio. So everything is under Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Please like my videos. Please comment on them. Please rate and review my podcast. I would really, really appreciate it. And make sure you're following me on everywhere, but especially Instagram, because that's where it's easiest for me to like make stories. And I will definitely be covering all the fun stuff when I'm in LA from Saturday to Sunday. And it will be so much stuff before the event, after the event, the next day, everything. Oh my God, shout out Australia. Okay. Thank you for buying badges too. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me and is so sweet. So thank you so much. Tell your friends if you're lucky enough to have a Jeff Lewis fan friend or a friend that loves reality TV. Please share my information. Tell them about Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Bye. Y'all are amazing. Bye, Chumpettes.